Hi, welcome everybody to our Samsung Internet session of SDC 2022. My name is Laura Morinigo and I'm a web developer advocate of Samsung Internet. Today, I will be sharing with you the flexible and private web experience on Samsung Internet. I will guide you through an introduction about our browser and of course its features. We will also talk about the flexible experience around foldable devices and one of our main focus areas, respect users' privacy. First, let's start talking about Samsung Internet. Samsung Internet is a first-party browser from Samsung, which means it is highly optimized for Galaxy phones and tablets. And Samsung Internet is the second most used browser for Android. Samsung Internet is not only a pre-installed option on Galaxy devices, it is also downloadable for every Android device. Users can download Samsung Internet from either Galaxy Store or Google Play on any Android phone and tablet. Currently, Samsung Internet supports 3 platforms: Android OS for phone and tablet, Tizen OS for TV, and Wear OS for smartwatch. Besides this, I would like to share that Samsung Internet is based on Chromium, which means also that we work to have a rebased new version of Chromium engine 4 times per year. Samsung Internet is trying to provide and enhance features that make your everyday browser more comfortable and safe. The first area that we're gonna share with you is, of course, how Samsung Internet provides a best and optimized experience on Galaxy devices. You can enjoy a multi-device experience among Galaxy devices. What does it mean? It means that we provide different features like data sharing based on your Samsung account, and you can share your bookmarks and also app continuity among Galaxy phones and tablets. There is also an optimized usability with S Pen and of course foldable web experience that I will introduce you in the next part of this session. For protecting users' privacy, again, that is our main core values, we're adding more and more features, such as smart anti-tracking, privacy dashboard, and web authentication. I will introduce you more about privacy features at the last part of this session. Also, we're consistently trying to improve usability. We're adding and enhancing features like video assistance, content blocking, and ability to customize a menu for your preference. Again, as it's really important for us to keep creating a better experience on the web, not only for users, also for you, for developers, we need to keep Samsung Internet evolving, and this means adapt to new devices like foldables. Let's dive into the flexible web experience. Last year, Samsung, in an effort within the W3C, which is the World Wide Web Consortium which creates international standards for the World Wide Web, worked together with other companies on making a new web standard called the Device Posture API. This allows web applications to request and be notified of changes of a device's posture. I have introduced this API last year on SDC 2021. I hope that you remember this. But I also have some news for you. Last year, we demonstrated how to use this API and how beneficial it can be to improve users' experience. I hope you learned a lot from our collab, where what we did is we built a webcam with the Device Posture API. We show you how to change the layout of a web app depending on the device posture, in this case, using a Galaxy Flip. But that's not the only thing that we've been working on. After listening to the developers community feedback, we decided to keep integrating new features to support the integration of foldable experiences. So for that, we also implemented the Viewport Segments API. The Viewport Segments API and the Device Posture API can work together to take maximum advantage of foldables. Let's see what is it first, the Viewport Segments API. The Viewport Segments API is an experimental feature. This is important to remember, it's still experimental, and is designed to detect if your website is being displayed on a dual screen device. The proposed name of the media feature is Viewport Segments. There are two varieties, horizontal viewport segment and vertical viewport segment. We can use this media query combined with the Device Posture API to also check if the device is currently having a horizontal or vertical orientation within its hinge, which can be really helpful for Samsung devices. Let me show you a more clear example of how it can be beneficial when you are doing some kind of changes in your layout, especially around foldable devices. Let's say that we have a Galaxy Z Flip. We'll be interested in changing the layout when the orientation is portrait. But on the other hand, if we have a Galaxy Fold instead, it will be when the device has a landscape orientation. The Viewport Segments API can help us differentiate these using the media queries horizontal viewport segment for landscape and vertical viewport segment for portrait orientation. So let's see some code and how we can do this and how we can implement this in our media queries. The implementation is very straightforward. Let's continue with the example of the Galaxy Z Flip. We want to change the layout when it's in flex mode and the orientation is portrait. We can use the media query vertical viewport segments equal to by using the Viewport Segments API. With this, we check if the orientation is portrait and also if the hinge that divides the phone is vertical or horizontal. So in this case, because we're using a flip, the hinge will be horizontal. So the orientation in this foldable device will be portrait. And then using the attribute Device Posture Folded to verify when is posture changed to folded or flex mode. If you want to try it yourself, I wanted to play around this. How? So I have some news for you. We updated our Collab from last year so you can test the new Viewport Segments API in our original web foldable camera demo. So now you can use both the Device Posture API and the Viewport Segments API. Let us know what do you think. But anyway, let's see a real example about how a web app can improve for real users' experience. We've been working together with Whereby. Whereby is a video meeting platform available as a progressive web app that makes it super simple for collaborating teams to jump on a video call. Whereby implemented the Device Posture API and the Viewport Segments API to change the layout according to the device and posture of the phone. So let's see what they did. Here are the results. Very practical, right? So in this case, Whereby divided the screen when the phone is folded or in flex mode, and then they divided in one side, they have the layout that is available for the camera, and in the other side they have the controls. Let us know what do you think, or if you have any web apps that can take advantage of this new flexible experience. You can test this already. This is available within, of course, the Device Posture API and the Viewport Segments API from Samsung Internet 19.0. So you can test now. Now let's talk about one of our main focus areas, privacy. Privacy is one of the top priorities for Samsung Internet. Therefore, we provide different ways to respect users' data. Let me introduce you Smart Anti-Tracking. Smart Anti-Tracking is our ongoing project to protect users' privacy data from trackers, which unfortunately we will never be ended. But Smart Anti-Tracking is a privacy and security feature that allows your mobile phone to automatically remove tracking cookies. It uses on-device machine learning to identify trackers used by a website and remove them, preventing websites from seeing your online activities. We've been working very hard to give the best of Smart Anti-Tracking to users. And since this year, Smart Anti-Tracking is enabled by default. This is available for most countries, and this means that you don't even have to worry to enable this feature setting, so you can have an extra layer of protection by default. We do the work for you. And not only that, we also have something that is called the Privacy Dashboard. We are providing ways for users to control privacy features and check what is the current status of their browsing. You can see in this report how many trackers have been blocked by Smart Anti-Tracking. So also you can be aware of how many pop-ups or unintended redirections are blocked. This is a complete report, so you are aware of what is going on within your privacy. You can easily turn those features on and off on your dashboard. So to have an easier access to every privacy feature and control per web page, we also provide this privacy panel when you click the log icon in the URL bar. At the panel, you can easily see how many trackers or cookies are in use, which permissions are allowed for the website, and more. And with this, I hope that you have a better idea about what you can do with your browser as a user and of course as a developer. I invite you all to the Code Lab and hope you enjoy the rest of the sessions. Thank you.